day, at least in part. We got a little hour to get up here to Santa Rosa, New Mexico. US 54, heading a little bit northeast right now. Just came through the town of Corona. We're heading up to next bit. So pass through Vaughn. We'll make a left-hand turn to stay on US 54. That'll take us up to Santa Rosa, which is right off I-40. We're going to stop in there. We're going to do a load check. Like I said, just a tiny bit over an hour to get there. And then another hour after that, we're heading over to Tucumcari, New Mexico. Just about an hour east, 60 miles roughly. But being as I can do 72 in that area, so it's not going to take a full hour to get there. But we're just gonna say we have 2 hours to drive from this point. We have 3 hours and 30 minutes that we can drive on our clock available to us. We've done 451 miles so far today. Like I said, we've got 120 miles to go, so around 570 plus miles ish for the day. Let's see, it's 10 minutes to 5. So we're going to get there just about 7 o'clock to Tucumcari. Got the Pilot Flying J there. We already have a parking spot reserved, so I don't have to worry about trying to get parking at at 7 o'clock at night.
Right curve ahead.
But if the camera had a better focal length, you'd see a little bit of the mountain there, the mesa there is all lit up a little. You'll be able to see that a little bit better. Way off to the left here, we're about 20 plus miles away. Well, about 20 miles away at the most. Got the windmills over there. A whole lot of windmills over there. And I think there's more there than there used to be the last time I came up and down this road. And that, like I said, that's been almost 5.5, 6 months. I think it was the last time I might have been down this road. I checked. Hey, B-Blood, my friend. How you doing, sir? So far, a nice clear sky. Not looking too bad. I mean, we are facing northeast here, so not as not could be, but still not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, so it looks like, well, the sun is below the horizon here, but we have little mountains and little mesas like you see here in front of me. So just gone down. We got our lights on. Like I said, we got another, basically 2 more hours of driving to do.
Winding road ahead.
If I'd gotten up earlier and felt awake enough and alert enough, I would already be at Tucumcari, but whatever. Melanie Elizabeth, how you doing? It is. I mean, well, I'm going to use my viewpoint of it. Okay? It does have a stark beauty to it. I mean, this area better than, further south. I mean, with the mesas here, with the trees on the side, with these low scrubby trees like you see right here, it does have like I said, have a stark beauty. I mean, I would like to take a long horse ride, like a 1 week horse ride, stopping every night to camp and enjoying the scenery. I could do that for a week. But I could not live in this environment. This is not my speed. All right, we got some slow traffic here. Looks like we got a piece of construction equipment. So being very careful with the possible oncoming traffic. But I turned my flashers on to let the guy behind me know that something is on the road. So yeah, you got a grader here. So we're gonna get over. We're gonna turn our beacons on and give them a couple of flashes, let them know that there's something on the way, so they have a little bit more caution. These guys are going here. We got to slow down. There we go. Give them just a little bit of a heads up with that grader on the road. Down at the Sunset Grill. I apologize for that bad rendition, but I know the song very, very well. Like I said, if we were heading into the sunset and there was a little bit more, color in the sky, yeah, I could see that one. But I think that usually is reserved for times and places that are a little bit more on the hot and sultry side. here. So we got the mesa right there. Like I said, not too bad, but I just couldn't live in this environment. I'm too much of a northerner, too much of a Yankee. Now that's I don't mind going to the south, to the desert, to Southern California, to Southern Texas, Louisiana, all the way over into Florida, down to Southern Florida. I don't mind going there once in a while. Like I said, I'm too much of a northerner, too much of a Yankee, too much of a person who needs more greenery, who needs winter time, who needs snow. So like I said, I can visit these areas and appreciate them for, like I said, their stark beauty, but I would just not be happy living in this environment, My grandfather was from Manhattan, New York City. Oh, I do, Melanie. Definitely. And look forward to more. So, Encino, New Mexico. But like I said, I need snow. I need more of a temperate climate. I need winter time during winter, not incredibly hot during the summer. I need to not have dust storms and rattlesnakes, and stuff like it. That's just me. Well, I said, born in Baltimore. I love going up to Montana, which is where I'm eventually going to be moving. I lived in Japan for 10 years, and that's more of a northerly type temperate climate. Even down near Hiroshima, up near Tokyo, where I had lived. So, that's just what I like, what I prefer. I mean, as much as I find Alaska incredibly beautiful, I don't ever think I could live in Alaska. Visit, yes. Don't tailgate, jackass. I hate it when people do that. Get right up on my backside because they want to pass. It's like, settle down. You'll go around me when there's space to go around me. Don't try doing it that fast. Don't ride so close, because if something happens to my truck, you're running in the back of my trailer and you ain't surviving. I mean, this truck as it is 72,000 pounds. Don't ride so close. Yeah, I mean, I fell in love with Montana. When people ask me where I'm from, I tell them Baltimore by Maryland by birth, Japan by nurture, because 10 years in Japan when I was a young boy and whatnot, nurtured in Japan, Georgia by necessity, and then Montana by choice. Hey, two ATVs and our life. How are you all doing? We are on US 54. We are a little bit southwest of Vaughn, New Mexico. We're going to get up here. We passed through Corona, New Mexico a little while back. And we got about another 52 miles up to Santa Rosa. Jim and I on to do a check of our load, and then we're heading out to Tucumcari, an hour east for the delivery in Phoenix of our two John Deere tractors out there. In Phoenix, we picked up 2 pallets and some welder machines, tied down to them. Mr. Scott, how you doing? The engines just can't handle it, Captain. I'm assuming that's why you went for that. Right. So we on it. We ran down to Tucson. I picked up a scissor lift and a boom lift there, which those items there take up the entire length of my 48-foot trailer. And now we are taking all these things here up to Fargo, North Dakota. So being we're still in New Mexico, we got a ways to go. So I think by the time we get up here to Tucumcari, we will still have just about 1,100 miles, maybe just a little bit less, I think. So we're going to take these 2 lifts, the boom lift, scissor lift, these 5 welders. We're taking them up here to up here in Fargo, North Dakota. From Fargo, North Dakota, we are going to go south and west down to Aberdeen, South Dakota, pick up a John Deere tractor and some dually tires, and we're going to be taking that down to Alva, Oklahoma. Well, the scissor lift weighs approximately, I think it's 5,100 pounds, 8 foot wide, or 8 foot long. It's like foot long, and close it's approximately 6.5, 7 foot tall. Of course, it can get about the size of a smart car, that little Mercedes mini trash can on wheels car. And then it's got a telescopic boom on it to a man basket on the very end. So like I said, the scissor lift is 3 foot wide. I got maybe 2 or 3 inches between that and the boom lift. And the boom lift man basket is hanging approximately 1 foot off the back of my trailer. And that lower deck that those two pieces are sitting on is 37 feet. The boom lift is with that telescoping boom all the way in. And they're both 8 foot wide, so they just fit on. And the boom lift is just a little bit taller than the scissor lift. So we weigh that, all that stuff together weighs about 3,600 pounds or 36,000 pounds. So we are good to go. All right. We are going up here to make a merge with another road that's running more east-west. If you look off here to the right, you see some flashing lights with some towers and whatnot. We're going to be going that way over toward Vaughn, New Mexico. And then once we get into Vaughn, we're going to be making a left-hand turn and following US 54 north up to Santa Rosa. Now this road we're merging with, if we follow it to the right direction we're going, yes, it goes through Vaughn, but that'll take you all the way to the border with Texas at Hobbs, the little town of Hobbs, which I've delivered to several times. And, let me turn that off. And the very first time, and I remember this very clearly, the very first time I came through this way, I came through Vaughn, going down to Las Cruces, New Mexico, about that way.
In half a mile, exit right.
I actually missed this turn. So I had to go down and make a U-turn. It was late in the day, so I had to go make a U-turn and come back to get on the road here. That there, go left there, and then you turn left, which I don't want to do. But I do slow down here because this off-ramp in the past has been very, very rough, and you know, it's easy to get stuck unstable. You have to slow down so much. But out here in the, not a lot. I get a decent signal. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. So like I said, we're coming up on the town of Vaughn. You know, not too far up the road here. And we're going to be turning, making a left-hand turn up here in just about 3 miles. So we're going to be slowing down here in a moment. There is a pretty decent little gas station, convenience store right here in Vaughn that I've stopped at many, many, many a time. And just like down in Tularosa, down near, you know, a little bit north of Alamogordo, White Sands, that place is good. This place is pretty good up here. It's not perfect. It's, you know, it's a little bit old. Could use a little bit of TLC in my opinion, but yes, just like Bugs Bunny, make the left turn in Albuquerque.
In 2 miles, turn left onto Highway 54.
And not too long ago, I was in Albuquerque. But Albuquerque is back west
Reduced ahead.
out I-40, which we still have a ways. 40 15 miles per hour when children are present. Less than 2 miles to go. So I'm going to get over into the left-hand lane so I can turn without being caught out. Now, like many of the towns in this, you know, this type of area, New Mexico, Arizona, a lot of it is run down, and it's sad to see that, you know, so much that would otherwise, you know, be a nice little small town, it's just ghost town. You know, and I've gone through some real small towns that it's just the building into the you know, and rotting away, and it's like, man. But that's the way of life. No opportunity, no business, no way to live, so people move out and nobody replaces them. My world, Helen, how are you, my friend? Been a little while since I've seen you, but working. I don't get a whole lot of time to do much else. All right.
In half a mile, turn left onto Highway 54.
Now there is a way station right up here on the right hand side, but the sign said it was closed, which the 12 or to 14 times I've been through here in the past 3.5 years. So, you know, I keep my eye peeled to make sure it is or isn't, but still. So right here, this
Speed limit reduced ahead.
little place to stop. Like I said, this is not a bad little place to go to for a little place to stop. You see the trucks lined up over there. You can probably fit about 100 trucks in there. Now, a lot of times, there's a guy who sits over here during the day selling fresh homemade tamales. Like I said, if we had not turned here, we had gone straight, that would take us all the way over to Hobbs, New Mexico, and then not far beyond that, you know, right, you know, the border to Texas is right there, you know, right on the other side of Hobbs. Milagro. Alright, so we're going up here to Santa Rosa to Tucumcari, like the sign says. We are not going on US 60. Not going that way. It goes over the direction we kind of need to go, but that direction there, I do not like. There's absolutely nothing whatsoever along that way that I remember. I mean, but I came down when it was dark, so I couldn't see anything, but I saw nothing in that direction. So we got another 40 miles this way to Santa Rosa, then about 55, 60 miles east on I-40 takes us out to Tucumcari, where we're going to stop for the night. So I think we will run into a dead zone up here for phone signal, for cell phone signal. So if I lose the if you lose the live stream, that's why. So we're just driving on into the night. Pardon me. The truck is running good. I'm feeling good. We got over 5/8 tank of fuel, over 3/8 tank of DEF. All the gauges in here are looking good. Oil pressure, coolant temperature, volts, tachometer, speedometer, fuel. The front air tank, the rear air tank, oil temperature, boost pressure, boost PSI for the turbo, DEF fluid, the diesel exhaust fluid. The fuel filter is good. The load suspension meter is reading good. Transmission temp is good. Rear axle temperature is good. Front axle temperature good. Brake application is at 0. Air filter is good. Amperes are good. So all my gauges are in the range that they need to be in. Nothing wrong with the truck. Not making any noises, not vibrating, not rattling. Don't have pieces falling off. My lights are blinky. Flaps are flappy. My tires are round. So we are good to go. So like I said, we got about 40 minutes up here to Santa. Yeah, if I could hit some here and never make a little faster, I would. Would not mind that at all. So we're entering a section here where we have very cell phone signal, so we could lose it at time here. Close to that white line there, my friend. Not getting weak, it's just a stupid tenet in the way. I got It's on play right now. That's the only solar power in the way. Now, speaking of which, because it's getting dark, I'm gonna get my nighttime glasses on. I had my daytime glasses on for that bright sun, and now that I need something a little bit better to enhance my vision, because these nighttime glasses have anti-glare coating, and they actually enhance the, the light gets enhanced with their, so too bad, like I said, it's funny in the picture. The seat is dark, does have, but not really my speed. So 5:26 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm gonna get to Tucumcari just around 7 o'clock. Probably just a little tiny bit after 7 o'clock. But like I said, I reserved a parking spot. So about that. Tomorrow, we're not going to get back on I-40 tomorrow at there at Tucumcari. We're going to stay on this road, US 54. That